Imagine two remote agencies. Both have talented freelancers. Both have paying clients. Both have positive testimonials. And both started at almost the same time. 6 months later, one agency is growing faster every month. The other is slowly falling apart. Clients begin leaving. Projects become stressful. Deadlines are missed. The owner starts working longer hours than ever before. Revenue stops growing. Eventually, the business disappears. The strange part? Nothing dramatic happened. No lawsuit. No major refund. No public disaster. No economic crash. Instead, the agency died from something almost invisible. A mistake so common that thousands of agency owners make it every single day without noticing. Today we're exposing that silent mistake. Because if you're building a remote agency, avoiding this one habit could save your business long before problems become obvious. Most agency owners think agencies fail because of bad marketing, or poor sales, or weak freelancers. Sometimes those things matter, but they are rarely the first problem. The real danger begins much earlier. It starts the moment the owner believes being busy means being productive. Every notification feels important. Every message gets an immediate reply. Every client request becomes urgent. Every small decision requires personal attention. The owner becomes the center of every conversation. At first, this feels responsible. It even feels professional. But slowly, the business develops a dangerous dependency. Nothing moves unless the owner touches it first. And that is the silent mistake. Your agency has become dependent on one person. Think about your average day. A freelancer finishes a project. He waits for your approval. The client asks a question. She waits for your answer. A proposal needs sending. It waits for your review. An invoice is ready. It waits for your signature. Another freelancer has a problem. He waits for your decision. Nothing happens until you respond. You are no longer running the business. You have become the business. The bigger your agency grows, the slower everything becomes. Not because your team is weak, because every road leads back to one person. Here's the strange part. The better your agency performs, the worse this problem becomes. More clients create more questions. More freelancers create more management. More projects create more approvals. More money creates more responsibility. Growth doesn't automatically fix weak systems. Growth exposes them. Many owners dream about getting 20 clients. But imagine handling 20 clients exactly the same way you currently manage 5. Would your system survive? Or would everything collapse? Scaling chaos only creates bigger chaos. Successful agency owners understand something beginners often ignore. Every yes has a cost. You agree to one extra revision, one unexpected meeting, one small favor, one quick phone call, one tiny design change. Individually, none of them seem important. Collectively, they quietly destroy your schedule. Your team loses focus. Projects begin overlapping. Deadlines become tighter. Stress increases. Not because the work became harder, because unnecessary work slowly replaced profitable work. Many agency owners believe checking everything improves quality. It usually does the opposite. Your freelancer finishes a project. Instead of delivering immediately, he waits. Because only you can approve it. The client sends feedback. Again. Everyone waits. Eventually, your team stops making decisions altogether. Why think independently when the owner will decide anyway, without realizing it? You've trained your own team to become dependent. Now, every small task requires your attention, and every delay becomes your fault. Here's something most people never expect. Micromanagement doesn't create better employees. It creates quieter employees. People stop solving problems. They stop making suggestions. They stop taking ownership. Instead, they simply wait. Every challenge becomes your responsibility. Every decision becomes your responsibility. Every emergency becomes your responsibility. You hired talented people, then accidentally built a system where nobody is allowed to use their talent without asking permission first. Many people confuse leadership with control. Real leadership is not doing everything yourself. Real leadership is building a system that works even when you're not watching. Imagine taking 1 week away from your agency. Would projects continue moving? Would clients still receive updates? Would freelancers know exactly what to do? Or would everything stop waiting for your return? Your answer tells you everything about the health of your business. Most struggling agencies don't need more motivation. They need better systems. Motivation disappears. Discipline fluctuates. Energy changes every day. But systems continue working regardless of how you feel. Checklists. Templates. Standard operating procedures. Quality control. Clear communication rules. These aren't boring documents. They're silent employees working every single day. Every successful agency eventually stops depending on memory and starts depending on systems. The silent mistake never appears overnight. It gives warnings. Small ones. Clients start waiting longer for replies. Projects stay unfinished for another day. Freelancers ask the same questions repeatedly. Your calendar becomes completely full. You begin working weekends. You stop thinking about growth because you're too busy surviving. Most owners believe this is simply part of entrepreneurship. It isn't. It's your agency asking for a better system. Ignore those warnings long enough, and one day the business doesn't collapse all at once. It slowly runs out of energy. In Part 2, we'll uncover the hidden systems that eliminate this silent mistake, explain how elite agency owners build businesses that grow without becoming dependent on them, and reveal the practical framework that allows agencies to scale without creating chaos. Most agency owners ask the wrong question. How can I work faster? The better question is, how can the business make this decision without me? Every task inside your agency should eventually fit into one of three categories. Can it be automated? Can it be delegated? Can it be documented? If the answer is yes, it should not stay permanently on your daily to-do list. Every repetitive decision steals time that could be spent growing the business. The goal isn't becoming the hardest worker in your agency. The goal is becoming the least necessary person for routine tasks. Ironically, the less your business depends on you, the more valuable it becomes. Imagine a freelancer asks the same question today. Another freelancer asks exactly the same question next week. A new team member asks it again next month. If you're answering the same question repeatedly, you don't have a communication problem. You have a documentation problem. Every repeated mistake should become a checklist. Every repeated question should become a guide. Every repeated process should become a standard operating procedure. Great agencies don't rely on memory. They build systems that teach the team without the owner repeating everything. Most beginners hire based on portfolios. Experienced agency owners hire based on reliability. A talented freelancer who disappears during deadlines is expensive. A slightly less talented professional who communicates clearly and delivers consistently often creates far more profit. Skill attracts clients. Reliability keeps them. Your agency's reputation isn't built by your best project. It's built by consistent delivery every single week. Many struggling agencies reinvent the process for every client. Different onboarding. Different communication. Different pricing. Different delivery. Different expectations. Eventually, the owner forgets what each client actually purchased. Successful agencies standardize the journey. Every client enters through the same organized process. Every freelancer receives the same structured brief. Every project follows the same quality checks. Consistency creates speed. Speed creates profit. Your calendar is one of the most valuable assets inside your business. But many agency owners treat it like public property. Every client chooses meeting times. Every freelancer schedules calls. Every small discussion becomes another video meeting. Soon, the day disappears. Instead of controlling your schedule controls you. Set communication rules. Batch similar tasks together. Replace unnecessary meetings with written updates. Your calendar should reflect your priorities, not everyone else's emergencies. The strongest agencies aren't built around obedient freelancers. They're built around trusted decision makers. Give people ownership. Allow them to solve problems. Encourage suggestions. Reward initiative. When your team becomes confident making decisions, the business becomes faster. Clients receive quicker answers. Projects move without delay. Leadership isn't collecting authority. It's creating more leaders inside the business. Elite agency owners don't wait for disasters. They inspect the system every week. Ask simple questions. Which project slowed down? Why? Which client created unnecessary work? Which freelancer saved time? Which process needs improving? Small weekly improvements prevent massive future problems. Your business doesn't become successful because everything goes perfectly. It becomes successful because small problems are fixed before they become expensive. Many people think building an agency is about making more money. Money matters. But freedom matters even more. Freedom to spend time with family. Freedom to travel. Freedom to think strategically instead of constantly solving emergencies. If your agency only works while you're online, you haven't built a business. You've built another job. A real business continues creating value, even while the owner is focused somewhere else. Oh, what is the silent mistake? It isn't poor marketing. It isn't bad freelancers. It isn't weak sales. The silent mistake is building a business that cannot function without the owner. Every unnecessary approval, every repeated decision, every undocumented process, every dependency quietly steals your ability to grow. The day your business needs you less is the day it finally becomes stronger. That's the difference between owning an agency and simply working inside one. If you want a remote agency that survives for years, stop trying to become more productive. Start building better systems. Document your processes. Trust reliable people. Standardize your workflow. Measure what matters. And remove yourself from routine decisions one step at a time. Because agencies don't usually fail from one massive mistake. They fail from hundreds of small dependencies that slowly drain the owner's time, energy, and attention. The businesses that last aren't built on hustle alone. They're built on systems. If this video changed the way you think about running an agency, subscribe to Middleman Money. Every week, you'll learn practical strategies on remote agencies, outsourcing, client acquisition, business systems, scaling, and building a company that works for you instead of because of you. We'll see you in the next video.